It's a beautiful day. It's a wonderful day. It's a positivity filled day. My name is Nati Kule, and it's of course the 2024 Positivity Series. And I'm happy to be back here again. And today's topic is one I know each and every one of you love because it's money, money, money. There's the song Ngifuna kuba nemali eningi because everybody wants to have lots of money. But once you do, how will you manage it? Because there's the other song that says more money, more problems. But in my world, less money or no money, more problems because you can't even get a girlfriend if you've got no money. So I'm excited because today we're going to attain financial freedom for 2024. That's our topic. And we've got the wonderful Kolsile Twala in the house. Say hi, Kolsile.
Hi everyone and hi Nati.
I'm sure you're wondering who is Kolsile Twala? What does she do? We'll ask her in the tradition of our podcast to say if your child or your children were to be asked on the street, what does mommy do? What would they say? And secondly, if a family member was to be asked, what does your daughter do? What would they say? Please tell us.
I think they'll say I am a founder and the CEO of the Busisiwe Pembe Foundation, which largely does mentorship, financial literacy, and entrepreneurship development. They'll also say I'm a finance coach. But I am a whole lot of things. So I think largely people maybe will easily identify me by those.
Wow. So you're saying your daughter or your son knows you as a financial coach?
Yeah.
So you teach her savings?
Oh, definitely. My daughter recently told me she wants to have an emergency fund and she's 12. So hey.
Wow. I like how you're teaching her. Definitely she is a finance coach and she's a whole lot of things. We've seen her on many stages. She's also a business mentor. I do know some of your projects. You've mentored a lot of children from a lot of young people from disadvantaged communities at some times. And I have seen some of them. They've gone to driving lessons. They've gone on to get jobs. You know, your impact is immediate. So what I'm trying to say to you watching is that there will be immediate impact after you watch this podcast. So you do have those testimonies, right?
I do have those testimonies, but I don't know about immediate. I'm one who is always committed for the long run. And I know that a lot of us, even especially young people, we want to know results right now.
Yeah, instant,
Yeah, but it's not always the case. And you have to
true.
think short term, medium term, and
Love
long term
it.
all the time.
Love it. And of course, we do have a big gift for you. As long as you're going to watch this up until the end, but it involves two big prizes that Kolsile Twala has for you related to financial freedom, related to financial training. So stick on up until the last second. Kolsile, let's get this out of the way.
Yeah.
How can I achieve financial freedom in 2024, even though in 2023 I was poor, 2022 I was poor? How can I get things right? I don't budget, I don't save, I try, but I never record afterwards. How can I change that? And how can I achieve this financial freedom? Maybe start at what is financial freedom?
Yeah. So financial freedom can be, each person can define it in their own way because my financial freedom will be different from what your financial freedom looks like. But you want to have enough money to cover all your expenses such as you don't have to worry to say, how am I going to pay my bills? So you want to have enough money to be comfortable. If you decide to retire, some people retire very early at 30, at 25. When you retire, when you decide, I never have to work again, that's when you know you have attained financial freedom.
Fantastic.
Yes. But
so how can I get to it if I've been poor? I don't
Yeah.
even budget. I just spend.
Yeah, so the first thing is you have to stop and look at how you've been living your life. Because the thing is with financial freedom or things of finances, it has to do with your behavior. So you have to evaluate how has your behavior been when it comes to money. I always say that the first thing that's most important is the psychology of money. We call it the psychology of money because as a man thinketh, so is he. If you think I'll never be rich, if you think I'll never be wealthy, then you'll never be wealthy, unfortunately. Because that's what psychologists say.
But every time I'm broke, I say I will stop spending money on useless things.
Yeah.
I get 2,000 emalangeni and there I am spending money on junk food again.
Yeah.
How do I get out of that cycle?
Yeah. That's because it's behavioral. So you need to go back to find out why do you do what you do. So I normally recommend if you've been going through that cycle, get a finance coach. A finance coach will actually then take you through that.
Accountability.
Yes, accountability. And actually then, you start investigating why do you act the way you do? Because most of us, by the time we're 7 or 8 years old, our financial behavior is formed. So maybe you act like that because that's just how your family was. For me, every time my mom was paid, we knew, party, first day. So, you might just be like that because that's what you saw. But then you have to then address that behavior and see how we can reverse it.
I do know there's rehab for alcohol and other stuff. It takes about 6 months to flush out everything. For me, if I want to flush out this irresponsible behavior, can only pay with $50. Oh, no problem. Here's $50. Can I quit this behavior within a month and be on the straight and narrow?
Highly unlikely. Highly unlikely, but it also depends because we are different people. Some people are good at kicking a bad habit quickly, but I doubt it in 1 month. Yeah. I also normally recommend you do finance coaching for 6 months at least. But obviously, some people can do it for 3 months and then just get it. But changing behavior is normally not that easy because sometimes you don't realize. You realize after you've done it, you're like, oh my God, I've done that again. So it's not a logical thing. So it's recommended to do a few sessions.
I see 2023, there's a lot of people saying, wow, I had a lot of debts. I was owing Spusiso, I was owing Pindo, I was owing everyone. And people are saying, I want to go into 2024, less debts.
Yeah.
How can I achieve that?
Oh my God. So to get out of debt is a process as well. It can take some time depending on how bad your debt is. Yeah, so there is a method recommended by Dave Ramsey. Dave Ramsey is an American, but he's helped millions get out of debt. So he calls it the 7 baby steps. So you literally go through a process where you have to first start saving towards your emergency fund, but you save a little bit. So an emergency fund is normally recommended that it should be 3 months to 12 months of your expenses, your monthly expenses. So he says first save a little bit towards your emergency fund, and then get rid of all your debt except for your home loan if you have a home loan. And then go third step, you then put more money into your emergency fund so that it's fully funded. And then 4th step, you pay off your house. And then 5th step, you start pay off your house early. It's possible. Then the next steps is then you start saving towards college, towards retirement.
Our audience is diverse, brilliant for corporate, but now we're going back to saying I earn 1.5.
Yeah.
My rent is 800. My transport is 400.
Yeah.
I'm already struggling and drowning.
Yeah.
And the only way to make it and be able to eat during the day is to get a loan from Spusiso again.
Yeah.
And I also don't know how to pay him, so I get another loan from Pindo. Yeah. So it's 2023. I don't want that cycle.
Yeah.
How can I do it at that micro level?
Live below your means. That's all. If you're currently living in a house that costs you 800 and you're getting paid 2,000, you might just need to downgrade. And don't be afraid to downgrade because a lot of people then think, what's society going to say? You need to downgrade. If you've been buying food at work, bring Skaftini to work now. So one, live below your means by cutting your expenses, but also diversifying your income. Find other sources of income. You should have at least 7 streams of income. Even the Bible say have 7 or 8.
And then the eagerness to always, once you've got a crisis, you want to go look for a debt. How do you cut that?
It's behavioral as well. Okay. So that's why you need that. It's sort of counseling, but it's not counseling. That finance coaching because it's behavioral. Let's correct the behavior. Why do you act the way you do, and how do we undo that? Because
there's one guy who said, there's no better feeling than when someone says, when you borrow money and then someone says, I'll give you tomorrow. So this guy was in lots of debt.
Yeah.
And now that was his life mantra.
Yeah.
So my question is, how do you just say, this is not me in 2024? It's possible to say that.
It is, but you must be tired of that life. If you are enjoying if you're enjoying it.
As long as you're getting the money, you'll enjoy it.
But also I think I'm one who just thinks, how are you comfortable with begging all the time? Because you need to now convince this person they need to borrow you money. How are you happy?
Very true. It's the begging part as well.
Exactly. Like, hey, Njita, I asked you for the money, remember? Yeah. So I think you need to get tired of that life. And once you get tired of that life, then you can get out of it.
True. And then very good one. I read a status on I think it was the 3rd.
Yeah.
During last year, 3rd of September.
Yeah.
And then this person had written, it's the third, and I have 0 Emalangen
Account.
in my account.
Yeah.
And this person probably earns 30, 25.
Yeah.
But the person's living paycheck to paycheck. And how do corporates or people working in the corporate sector, how are they able to then cut out this? How are they able to cut out this paycheck to paycheck, hand to mouth life?
Yeah.
And I mean, if it's the dead, how do you even survive? But first
Yeah.
of all, how do you stop this?
No, but also you need to realize that people in the corporate, they easily get access to loans in banks. So that's why you might find that he wasn't stressed, that he doesn't have money. He knows he's going to go to the bank. The problem with that behavior is that you go on with it, and when you retire, you can no longer easily get money from the bank that easily. So then you see people being super stressed. Or if you lose a job, you're used to that kind of poor behavior. Then what happens? So that's why even this year, financial literacy for me is the best. Learn financial literacy so you're not comfortable with that kind of behavior.
But Kole, how do I stretch my paycheck? That's my question. How do I stretch it to last each and every day to the last day?
Living below your means. Live below your means. Downgrade. A lot of us, you want to drive that bank car that costs a lot, and you think it's your car. It's not your car. It's the bank
car. So you're
car.
saying it's possible to get to...
Yes. Yeah. Like a lot of people, once you have financial literacy, definitely.
I like. Of course, you are watching the Positivity Series for 2024, and our topic is positivity in finance, helping you attain financial freedom. We are with Kolsile Twala, a financial coach. We just have a few more questions, Kolsile. I heard of a man earning only 2,000 Emalang, and he got married. Yeah. And so many other people are saying, I can't get married in 2024. I just don't earn enough. Yeah. And they're earning much more. Yeah. How is this person with 2,000 Emalang able to budget and eventually get married?
You see, that's a man who has financial literacy because he knows. And a lot of those guys who are like that, first, they're not only living below their means, but they've got other streams of income. You don't know. He might have fields at home. He must be selling some vegetables at home and there's money coming
100%.
in. Exactly. So you need to think that, let me cut my expenses, make sure I'm living below my means, but also let me have diverse sources of income so there's money coming in from left, right, and center.
I love it. And then this one touches home. How can couples work on financial freedom? And also to others dating out there, how can they escape this whole indoor must? And then you just become a couple who both working towards a budget as a couple. How does that work?
So I normally recommend that couples, even when you are dating, especially once you're getting ready to get married, do finance coaching together. It should be part of your counseling. Do finance coaching together because it's been said that finances normally lead to divorce. It's one of the major causes of divorce. So you don't want to get in when you find that the other person maybe has poor financial behavior.
Oh my goodness!
Exactly.
So shopping
all the time. If she's always taking your money and so you need to understand each other. But do that finance coaching. I also recommend it for married couples. A couple of days ago, I was actually coaching a married couple that just said, "Golly, we're tired of this life. We want to get it right." It's easier because then you set financial goals together and you're working as a couple to achieve those financial goals.
Superb. Financial freedom in 2024. I have read on it. Practicing is another issue.
Yeah.
I know there's budgeting. I know there's saving. And then if you were to give just 3 pillars to make the viewers 2024 financially free, to attain financial freedom, what would be those 3 tips?
I think holistic tips or pillars.
Tips and pillars. Okay, choose one.
Let me do tips because pillars. Okay, let me do tips.
Yeah.
I think for tips, like I say, this year, may we please downgrade. We know that COVID happened, things got expensive. Can we be comfortable with downgrading this year? Let's get financial literacy. The money that you're going to save once you know stuff. Oh my God. I actually thought I knew stuff until I started learning financial literacy. And then the third one, if you're having problems with your behavior, get finance coaching. It's not much that you pay and it's going to be well worth it. So to me, those are the 3 tips for this year that I think, please, let's get that right.
And of course, Koli is the author, the award-winning. She won an award for Author of the Year for this book, Author of the Year. And the book says Financial Freedom and Wealth Creation, a workbook for financial management. This should be your workbook. This should be your second Bible. Koli, people are watching and they're saying, how can I get a hold of her? I need help.
Yeah.
What are your numbers?
Yeah. So my number is 7603 6499.
But I use the Swatini mobile. I'm thinking.
I also have, that's true. But you just changed the 6. So it's 7603 or 7903 6499.
Oh no, fantastic! And of course, the last but not least, what's your favorite financial quote?
Oh my God, I have so many. But honest, there's one that I like that says, remember this, debt is a financial termite. It is a bondage.
Okay.
So I think that for me is very key. And there's also another one that I like by Nelson Mandela, that there's no passion to be found playing small.
I love it as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
in settling for a life that's less than the life you can
That
live.
one always gets me out of bed.
Exactly. So let's not settle this year. We are going all out for financial freedom.
Ladies and gentlemen, here is our gift for you for watching up until the end. We have this financial workbook worth 350 Amalangeni as a gift for you. The first question is simple. Just say the 3 tips that Koli has shared about financial management for 2024. And then she has a special gift for one person who needs financial freedom.
Yeah.
And that gift is a 3-month mentorship. Financial coaching for 3 months. So if you want to get that free financial coaching for 3 months, text her on her WhatsApp. She'll read and say why you believe you should be the one who wins it. Why you believe you should be the one who wins the 3-month financial coaching. She will choose the one and will announce it. Thank you very much. Do join our next topic. And thank you for following the Positivity series. Do like, do share. And thank you once again to everyone. Thank you, viewers.
Thank you.